It's May 16th, 2026, and it's approximately 5:30 a.m. on that eastern side. Read them, flip them polls, so it might be western, but then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate or the certificate of live birth, they named us and they put our names in all caps. So that means that they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. We're about to open up some portals and reveal some truths. And with that being said, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title. Of course, I'm on here researching, reading articles and stuff like that. And this little article came up and it was about scripts. Okay, so before we get into the thumbnail, the title, what we're going to talk about, and the general collective read, we're going to go ahead and light this incense, ring this bell from over at Sunville Sounds over at YouTube there. I have my calm, balanced white candle here that I got from Dollar Tree. You already know how I go. Calm, balanced white candle here. All right, and then I also gonna light my incense here. In today's incense we got coming from Blunt Effects. It is, give me a second. It is Musk Magic. Musk Magic there, okay? Musk Magic, okay? So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and welcome in these energies here. We're gonna go ahead and do a general collective read. A general collective read, but we're also gonna read on this article here that I have here. Where's my lighter? So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and welcome in these energies. Thank you. Come on in. Welcome yourselves on in this rising. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why? Why did they receive this funding? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Why? What are they going to do in Antarctica? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What are they looking for? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us clarity. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. For this general collective read, we need clarity. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's see what's going on out here in this atmosphere. I ain't been on here in a little while. Let's see how it's popping. All right. So welcome to the energy. Welcome to the frequency. Let me go ahead and get this candle lit. Come on now. Gotta get a longer candle. There we go. Let's get that candle lit. All right, y'all. So now we're going to do a general collective read. But before we do that collective read, you already know how I go. We're going to read this article here. Okay, so why? Why are the scientists receiving this $15 million funding, this grant here? Okay, so let me get to this article real quick. Well, the article you'll be able to find in the inside of the description box if you want to read the entire article, okay? You know me, I already went to the AI overview, and when I read through the article, when I read through things, I read, but I also look for keywords, okay? So let's just go to the AI overview. So the SCRIPPS Institution of Oceanography at UC San Diego received a $15 million grant for the Fund for Science and Technology. The funding supports the expansion of deep sea observational robots and critical Antarctic research, specifically targeting the study of anonymously warm water melting the underside of the Thwaites Glacier. The significant influx of funding is being used to pursue several key Antarctic and polar initiatives, okay? So the Thwaites, whatever that's called, THWAITES, Glacier Research, a team led by SCRIPPS scientist Jamin Greenbaum, is collecting vital measurements and water samples from beneath the glacier, also known as the Doomsday Glacier, okay, to isolate the exact mechanisms causing its collapse. We know why it's collapsing. Come on now. Okay, but they're going to do some scientific shit and they're going to say why it's collapsing here, okay? So they're calling it the Doomsday Glaciers. What's under the glaciers here, okay? So now, deep Argo float development. SCRIPPS is using a portion of the grant to deploy around 50 deep Argo floats to monitor the changing chemistry of warming temperatures of the global deep ocean, particularly in the Southern Ocean. We got microbial and biological studies. Other SCRIPPS researchers are investigating cancer-fighting compounds produced by microbes in Antarctic sea squirts and analyzing how penguins influence the phytoplankton ecosystems. Okay, so The article is going to be there in the description box if you guys want to read over it. I notice how a lot of people be ready to tap out when it ain't no drama or nothing like that going on. Y'all need to learn. Y'all need to learn. You understand what I'm saying? You need to understand what's going on around you in their world and why that shit is melting. Okay, so let's get into this general collective read here. Okay, motherfuckers always want some fucking drama. But anyway, we here for tarot, right? Let's get into the general collective read. Let's see who out there in the general collective energy there. Always looking for some drama. You know what I'm saying? We need to learn. We need to learn. So let's see how this is going to coincide with the hashtag Lost Souls Tarot cards, okay? So now we're going to do a general collective read. This could be your energy. This could be my energy, any of my energies. I have plenty energies. Which ones do you guys want? Which ones you want, beloved? So it could be any energy. This is a general collective read. It could be pertaining to the scientists that we just read about. It could be pertaining about our Antarctica. Pick and choose your poison. You dig what I'm saying? Welcome to the energy. Welcome to the frequency. Welcome. Ashe. You pick and choose what's right for your world. Excuse me, your realm. That's destroying their worlds. Come on now. Come on now. We ain't just here for drama, but if that's what y'all want, then hey. But be conscious of what you ask for, because you got to realize if this drama is yours or not. A lot of y'all come on here that y'all be acting silly sometimes, because you act like it's not your energy, right? You come on here and then you want to hear the drama, but when you hear something about you that you're supposed to fix, then you want to, I'm a dislike this. I don't like this video. Get the fuck out of here. Get off my page with that. Get off my channel. I like how I see the numbers. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Get off my channel with that. You dig what I'm saying? I channel certain energies, and if you're not mature enough, if your energy isn't wise enough to know when certain energy isn't yours, unfortunately, hey, that's a you problem. All right, so let me go ahead and finish shuffling up these tarot. I already feel it in the energy. Damn. Let's get into it. The only way to get into it is to knock it out. All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm here with the hashtag Lost Souls Tarot cards. We're here with all the energies here, and I feel them. Welcome. You already know I ain't one of them entities that no. What's up, bitch? How you doing? Come on in, because I feel it. It's a very forceful energy right now, a very demanding energy. What's up, y'all? I read them comments at the end. Let's get into it. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, let's eat their ass up. Ashe. I have 81 cents here because I was born. My birth certificate say 1981. So I always keep 81 cents up here, right? That could be relevant. 81, something about 81 could be relevant. Why would I bring that up there? Okay, so we have a few cards that came out here. The first portal that came out. So first portal is explaining the Seven of Cups is coming reversed here, right? Can y'all see that? All right, so the Seven of Cups coming reversed is saying that for this first storyline, in the beginning, there was clarity, right? Focus, commitment. Something or someone was making a firm choice, okay? They was distinguishing between fantasy and illusion and reality, okay? They want clarity. They want that commitment. They want that focus. Second storyline, in the beginning, the Ace of Wands is coming out here, okay? So the Ace of Wands is saying that someone in the beginning was bravely finding their own thoughts, right? They were creating a space to develop their own vision here, okay? They had the willpower and creativity, which was needed in a common sense here, okay? So they are going for it. They took that chance and they took that leap there, okay? Flirtation and romance was involved. It was about passion at work, and it was a creative spark, the end of a financial struggles. In this third column, the High Priestess is coming reversed. Third storyline. So in the beginning, somebody was difficult listening to their own intuition. They were told to meditate and try new approaches. They ignored the call to follow their gut. They were told to be more authentic to themselves and the values, but they lacked that information. They were told, don't be afraid to ask questions, especially of yourself, but they were too busy asking questions and worried about others. There was a lot of confusion around them. Going back to that first storyline, okay? In the beginning, somebody had clarity. They was focused. They was committed. Nine of Swords is coming out. So now it's this energy of fear and anxiety. They up all night worried. Trauma may be too shameful to share or confide with others. So they wanted that clarity, right? They wanted to distinguish between fantasy and reality and illusions there. But now the Nine of Swords is coming out in their mind here. So what are they trying to distinguish between here, What did they cause to make them want to be up all night and worried with this trauma, this fear, and this anxiety? Why are they too shameful to share or confide with others? Their questions are plaguing, right? It's plaguing them. They're paranoid, they're panicking, right? And it's like hidden trauma that's resurfacing. It's time for them to take control and go inward and focus on solitude or seek help because it's very distrustful energy around. All right, this second column here. In this second column, we have the Ace of Wands. In the beginning, somebody was trying to create their own space. They was developing their own vision. They have the willpower, right? The Ace, the beginning, they have the willpower. This is about their passion, their creativity, their drive, that fire, right? They have that willpower and they took that chance and they went for it, right? So now the Queen of Swords is coming reverse. So this is saying this is a heavy energy. The queen is taking demands from the king there, okay? So this is a heavy, and it don't mean nothing. If it says queen, it could be a man, woman, male, female, them or they. It's energy, okay? So this queen that's coming reverse is basically saying that because this energy was bravely finding their own thoughts, because that energy was creating and developing that vision that they needed to move forward on their path, this Queen of Swords reverse came trying to comfort them in their mind, okay? Very pessimistic, malicious, manipulative, harsh. You got to understand what these energies are. So when they come into you, you know how to redirect them, okay? Because they come into everyone, okay? So this energy is bitter, spiteful, cruel, deceitful, unforgiving, right? They're thinking too much with their heart, right? And they need to think more logically, right? Think more logically because this Queen of Swords that's coming reverse is too emotional and they're involved with their current, and whatever's going on is dealing with their current situation, poor communication, no logic, right? Trauma, toxic relationships, right? It also says start thinking more objectively. Your emotions is leading you astray. So whatever's going on, whoever had this passion at work, somebody hating on you, right? Somebody hating on your new relationship. Somebody hating on you coming up at the end of your financial struggles. Somebody hating that you actually have that strength to go for it, right? To leap. I'm proud of you, whoever you are. And you let this bitch hate on. Let's get some more. Y'all, right? If you're new to the channel, you're new to the frequency, I pulled 13 portals out. All right. We at 5. We need 8 more, divine and spirit. We need 8 more. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Oh, that's a lot. That's probably all 8. Let's see what we got. The one that flipped over is this 5 of Pentacles coming out. Now that 5, y'all, that 5 is always going to be talking about problems, conflict, whether you're getting over them. Can y'all see it? Whether you're getting over the problems, whether you're getting over the conflict, whether you're getting over the illusions, the hardship, whatever it is, it's falling under this high priestess reverse energy. The one who has the difficulty listening to their own intuition, right? So because they didn't meditate and because they didn't try that new approach, right? Remember that high priestess reversed? Now here comes that hardship, right? The 5 of Pentacles at that. This is revolved around poverty, insecurity, materialism. What else to say? Financial struggle, illusions, feeling excluded, weathering difficult material circumstances. All right, let's go back to this first column here, okay? So in this first column, in the beginning, somebody was looking for that clarity, and this was all about emotions, right? 7 of Cups was coming reversed. They looking for clarity, right? Commitment. They want to make a firm choice here, right? That clarity, that commitment, that focus. They're trying to distinguish between that fantasy and that reality. But then the 9 of Swords came out. So while they're looking for that clarity and that focus, something is keeping them up all night and worried. And then they figured out that this is trauma that may be too shameful to share or confide with others. It's about fear, anxiety, and again, hidden trauma that's resurfacing. It's time to take control or go inward. Focus on the solitude or seek help. Let's see what kind of energy they went with. So the 10 of Cups is coming reversed here, okay? So remember, they were paranoid, they were panicking, they were distrustful, right? It was that energy. So now you're seeing that energy has now landed in the home. This is the current time here, okay? So this energy is causing disruption within the family harmony. 10 of Cups is coming reversed here, right? And that's like finality. This is like broken home, this is like, yeah, values are misaligned, unhappiness in relationship, superficial connections here. Back to the emotions, right? That love, wanting that love. Wow. So now we're coming up on this second storyline here, and the Queen of Swords came out reversed. Now you got a whole King of Wands coming out reversed here. So in the beginning, somebody was bravely finding their own thoughts. They was creating and developing their own vision. It could have been flirtation. It could have been romance. It's just a creative spark. The Ace of Wands, right? They took that chance and they leaped, man. They went for it. But then you got other motherfuckers coming in the background. And these are not too heavy energies, but they think they heavy Debbie. So you got the Queen of Swords coming reverse, and you got the King of Wands coming reverse, teaming up on you, and one coming for you. So the Queen of Swords is taking orders from the King of Swords here, okay, with your mind, right? And the queen plans to execute it, okay? So now you have a King of Wands coming out like, man, your bitch ain't do her job. Let me come on out here, right? You got the execute, the one who gives out the rules, the one who gives out the orders here, okay? They're at a loss of vision. And it's possibly leading to unrealistic expectations. Impulsive decisions, controlling behavior. If this energy is around you, then you know who they are. If it's you, do what you got to do to cleanse your energy and fix yourself, okay? Because we at war and we will take your ass the fuck out, period, point blank, okay? So it's talking about impulsive decisions, controlling behavior, inability to listen to others, okay? Need for self-direction, and including broken promises. So in this third column here, you had your High Priestess that came reversed, and you had the Five of Pentacles that came out. So because somebody ignored the call to following their gut, right? They're experiencing hardship, poverty, insecurity, financial struggles, materialism, illusions, the Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles. So that's like conflict, right? Weathering difficult material circumstances. Let's see what's next. So the Nine of Wands is coming out next here. And this is saying that it's like impeccable hope through the hardships that threaten and damage the balance. Prepare for upcoming issues, but don't react. Because you ignored the call to follow your gut. You knew exactly what would happen, whoever you are. But you ignored it. And you were afraid to ask questions of yourself, but you were too busy asking questions of others, and you were lacking information. So you were told to be more authentic to yourself and your values, whoever you are, because you know they come up in the energy here. They come, I summon energy. That's what I do. That's just what it is, okay? So now it's mistrust due to the numerous betrayals. Look at that. Outlook is changing. It's pressure here. Self-love isn't easy, but it's required. You must love yourself. So you got some energies here that's hating on people that's loving on themselves here. It's causing your hardship. Your poverty is causing their insecurity here. Their illusions, okay? They were told, don't react. Face the issues and trials with courage and grace. Going back over to this first column. Let's see how this ends out here. So in the first column, in the beginning, it started off with clarity, focus, commitment, making firm choices, right? Very focused, distinguishing between fantasy and reality. Seven of Cups reversed. Then there was these energies of fear and anxiety here, right? Up all night worried, the trauma, the hidden trauma that's resurfacing, the mind here, right? The questions are plaguing you, whoever you are. Very paranoid, panicking, distrustful, whoever they are. They were told it's time to take control and go inward. Focus on your solitude and seek the help that you need. Now we're coming down here. It's a broken home, right? Disruption in the family harmony, unhappiness. The Ten of Cups came reversed. Everything poured the fuck out. Values misaligned there. So now, in the end, the Nine of Pentacles is here. You had your Nine of Swords that came out, your Nine of Wands that came out. Now your Nine of Pentacles is coming out here. And that's an 18, and that's a what? No. 9, 18, 27. That's still a 9. Either way you go, it's still going to be that 999 out here. Okay? So what's going on is, that's 4 nines, for real. In the end, It's rewarded efforts, success, achievement, independence, leisure, material surrounding. So whoever remained in that energy of being focused, you were able to distinguish between reality and fantasy, right? You're ending in feelings of security and freedom. You've reached a stage in your life where you are confident, independent, and self-sufficient here. Through hard work, discipline, through hard work and discipline, you now can enjoy your money, leisure, and comfort. This is the balance of love. You'll be purchasing property pretty soon. It's time to celebrate the difficulties, the struggles, and hard work that lined your path. So, for those that remained in that energy of being clear, right? You were focused, you were committed, and you are able to distinguish between that fantasy and reality. You end up in the Nine of Pentacles. For those of you all that are up all night worried, it's about the hidden trauma that's resurfacing. You were told take time to go inward, right? Stop focusing on everything else, go inward. Whoever they are, they created this disruption in the family and the harmony, and it's still present right now. So now they're concerned with this, whatever's going on, these secrets, right? They call them secrets, but they only secrets because you're afraid to tell them. Everybody else knows them, right? So it's like they think they're hiding something, and they like the questions in their mind. It's in their mind. It's fucking them up. Truly. Second column, how is this going to end out here? So in the beginning, you had this energy that's trying to bravely find their own thought. They're developing their own visions. The Ace of Wands, right? Go for it. Take that chance. Leap. Go. It's the end of financial struggles. It's that creative spark. In between all that, you had they consider themselves strong and harsh, but you had some very negative energies coming in. Queen of Swords reversed and the King of Wands came reversed, okay? So both of these energies wanted you to be pessimistic, malicious, and they were throwing these energies at you, right? Manipulative, bitter, deceitful, unforgiving, thinking too much with their heart, right? Too emotionally involved with the current situation that had nothing to do with them. They're too worried about other entities here. And it's causing them to be impulsive with their decisions, controlling, loss of vision, possibly leading to unrealistic expectations, broken promises, a need for self-direction. In the end, the Four of Wands is coming reversed. So because these energies tried to come for this energy that was basically went through the dark night of the soul to me, right? Ace of Wands, you're getting a new start with your creativity, your passion, your drive here, okay? And to me, it's like you just came out of a dark night of the soul. So you're very fresh. You're very fresh, and energies are trying to pick up on you. So they threw out their top dogs there, which was the Queen of Swords reversed, and the King of Wands that came reversed. So in the end, they are dealing with the Four of Wands reversed. You're able to go on your path there, right? Continue finding your creative spark and light that motherfucker up, because now they're dealing with the Four of Wands that's coming reversed. Their stability, their foundation here, right? It's a lack of support, canceled plans, difficulty finding community, celebrations that fall flat, and a lack of stable home. And in the beginning, they could have been trying to bravely find their own thoughts, but on their journey, they didn't take that chance and they didn't go for it. They decided to siphon energy there. So they turned into this pessimistic, impulsive entity that's very controlling with broken promises here, okay? And in the end, it's a lack of support for them, and you cannot support them, whomever you are. All right, so third column, 12th portal. In the beginning, High Priestess came reversed here. High Priestess reverse is the only major arcana that came out, by the way, thus far. So third column, in the end, High Priestess came reversed, right? Somebody's ignoring their intuition, right? They're having a difficulty listening to their intuition, and it's a lot of confusion wrapped around that, right? They're being told, don't be afraid to ask questions revolved around yourself because you lack information. But they're not doing that. They're too busy trying to find information about everybody else except for themselves. And that's very dangerous here. It's causing their hardship, their poverty, their insecurity. It's causing the illusions here, okay? So now for some, It's mistrust due to numerous betrayals. But luck is changing. There's pressure. So Nine of Wands is coming out here. And now in the end, the Five of Swords is coming reverse. Excuse me. No. No. Somebody wants to siphon your energy again. So the Five of Swords is coming reversed here. Somebody want to reconcile, compromise, move on. They want the end of conflicts. They have learned from the defeat. And they probably very well have, because your energy, your ancestors, your ancestral lineage, your frequency, it's just fucking everything up out there, right? So they want to find ways to make peace and move forward. But this is like, I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, you've whoever you are, Divine Collective, you've already made peace. You've already moved forward, right? So it's like, you're not worried about that. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. You're not focused on them. Yeah, you're not in hardship. You're not in poverty, and they know that. They're trying to siphon your energy again. So now let's see what the 13th message is going to be. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what the 13th message is going to be. Yeah, I've been feeling this energy of trying to make me not want to do shit. Not want to be involved, not want to be intrigued. And I don't let that energy take over, but it's pulling very hard, not wanting me to be focused on things that I'm supposed to be focused on, but you got to overcome that shit. You got to battle those energies. Do it anyway. Let's see what the 13th. Oh, there we go. The Chariot. Look at that. The Chariot that came out. Look at that. So 13th and final message is the Chariot. Okay. You have the willpower, determination, and control. You are in victory. Get in that fucking chariot and go. With everything that happened out here, with all the secrets, the betrayal, the confusion, you're more authentic to yourself than you've ever been before. And you're going to continue to be more authentic, right? You're going to continue to ascend. Your body is going through these ascension stages where you're feeling all kinds of shit going on within you, right? You're ascending and you're doing it beautifully here. They're up all night worried. And it's always about trauma that they're too shameful about. You've already dealt with your trauma, whoever you are. Get in your chariot. You have the ambition to overcome obstacles through focus and confidence. So the Chariot and the High Priestess came out. The High Priestess came reversed when it came out. We're going to pull on the Oracle deck. The Oracle deck can go any which way. Grab your notebook and your pen, because we're always going to take notes here. For example, with the Scripps scientist research article that I read you earlier, I was going through my portals and I came across a portal that had a glacier portal on it. It was the Thwalton's glacier portal. And I was like, damn, I wonder what's going on in Antarctica, because, you know, China, they got to drilling that shit again. So I was like, okay, once they get to drilling that stuff, that means that, you know, they about to find some shit that they really already knew was there, but they want to make sure, and they about to get fucked up. Okay, so what's happening is, take your notes when this Oracle deck come out. Anything that you don't understand, you're going to write it down, and you're simply going to look it up 3 times in your device. You're going to look up the Google definition of whatever you don't understand, right? Then you're going to do it again. You're going to look up the spiritual meaning of whatever you don't understand. Then you're going to do it again. And you're going to look up the metaphysical meaning of whatever you don't understand. And then you're going to figure out how that fits inside of your realm that is destroying the fuck out of their worlds. Got it? Cool. Let's pull out the Oracle deck. Yeah. Let's see which one. We'll go with this first one that I see right here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'm with Oracle deck number 1. Oracle deck number 1. That's the first one that I picked up here. Let's give it a shuffle here. We're going to go with the first storyline. Let's see what we can get for the first. Nope, we're just going to do overall. Overall. Y'all figure out where the energies goes. I'll figure out how to deliver the message to you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're here with one of the Oracle decks. This deck can go any which way, but we're going to learn today. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. Oh shit. Well, whatever going on, we knocked, but somebody, it's your family. Whatever's going on, it's your family. We're gonna pull on the family. Can you trust them deck? It's your family. Somebody family. Let me get the family. Can you trust them deck? Hold on. My family. Can you trust them deck is it's real. Okay, it's real. It's not all roses and peachy, and it's real. It's upfront. It's real. You never know which one of these family members gonna come out. We're only asking for 4. We're only asking for 4 family members to come out here. We got, it's your family that came out first. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody family. What's going on? It's the family. Ashe. It's your family. We don't know what it is. It's your family. Oh, who are you? Somebody dad. Somebody dad flipped on out, then tried to go back inside the family deck. Somebody dad may be hiding something within the family. Let's see what's going on. We need 4. Who are you? You'll take the first 4. Your dad does not know he's not your dad. Somebody dad don't know he's not your dad. All right. Somebody grandma energy. Somebody grandma energy is in the energy. It's your family. Somebody family coming out with messages here. Ex-wife is a suspect. Ex-wife is a suspect. So with the family, can you trust them deck? I pulled on the Oracle deck first, right? And this is just an overall Oracle read for what we already read and what you may be going through with the general collective. So I pulled on the family, can you trust them deck? And the 4 family members that came out is your dad. Somebody's dad does not know he's not the dad, okay? The Oracle deck told me to pull on the family deck. It said it's your family. You got a grandma energy that's out here, okay? And then you got somebody's ex-wife that is a suspect. Let's pull on the Oracle deck real quick. I meant the tarot again. For the family members that came out. So for the dad energy, let's see what's going on with this dad energy. Ashe. Tarot. I'll do, let's see what comes out. First card that came out for the dad energy is the 8 of Swords. It's coming reversed here. So the dad energy is said, you're rejecting mental victimism. You're breaking free from mental restriction. You're seeing that you have options, freedom, self-acceptance, and new perspective. This could be the dad energy telling you, or this could be you moving away from that dad energy here. Take what resonates, leave the rest here. Dad energy, 8 of Swords reversed came out. Freedom, self-acceptance here. New perspective. What are you? Come here. Wow. This Knight of Wands came reversed for this dad energy. Your dad, right? Your dad energy, right? Knight of Wands came reversed here. Somebody's taking charge. There's a warning against impulsivity and recklessness. And this Knight, they're going to take charge. Knights are very loyal. Okay. Knights don't play that shit. Knights don't play that shit. They're going to take them orders and they're going to go. They're going to take charge. This is with the wands here, okay? So somebody's frustrated, though. This night, this energy is very frustrated, and they want you to slow down and focus. There's a loss of control and direction. It's a misdirected passion. It's causing a missed opportunity and scattered energy. And it could be this dad energy, or it could be the dad energy warning you of this night energy coming in, okay? Give me 2 more, Divine and Spirit. Give me 2 more for this dad energy. What's going on? Dad energy. It's your family. We got a dad that does not know he's not. Oh, okay. Thank you. 2 more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. 10 of Wands is coming reversed here. Wow. So somebody, okay, your dad is burdened by circumstances not necessary in his life. It's time for you, or it's you. Take time to go inward to allow you to process what's bothering you. If it doesn't add value, let it go. Failure to share your burdens to release. Somebody's going through this. All right. Somebody else is finding support and relief from financial burden. 4th and final message for the dad energy is the King of Swords coming out here. King of Swords can mean that your dad is telling you that you're very rational. Yeah, your reason, you're authoritative, or this could be your dad energy with morals, standards, high standards, very strict, sharp, and observant. Whichever way it goes, take the energy, how it resonates within your realm here, okay? You're able to establish truth by sticking to the facts. Intellectual power that implies you need to use intellect to make your point and attain your goals here. Ashe to the dad energy. Now we have a dad out here that does not know he's not your dad here. Let's see what's going on with this. Thank you. Let's give it a shuffle. You're still going to pull on tarot here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. A dad energy that does not know. Your dad does not know he's not your dad. Did I write that right? Sounds confusing. Somebody's dad don't know he ain't your daddy. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, I ain't not. Wait a minute. Somebody's dad don't know he's not your dad there, okay? It's your family. Grandma energy is also out here. Somebody's ex-wife is a suspect. Somebody's dad. What's this? Knight of Cups is coming out. Okay, so it's saying that it was creative inspiration, a pursuit of deep connections, emotional courage, journey of the heart, emotional sensitivity, artistic expression, romantic idealism. Knight of Cups is coming out. So somebody was taking charge over their emotions here, okay? And it created a creative inspiration. Somebody was very inspired by someone here, and they could have been artistic. Let's see. They was on the journey of the heart. Knight of Pentacles came out. Somebody, man, somebody's dad. You got two knights. You got three knights out here. One of them was reversed. Damn. Hard work, commitment, take charge, and service and responsibility, utility. You have the steady approach to achieving your goals, encouraging diligence, reliability. Take the methodological approach to your endeavors. Stick to routines and daily rituals. This is about hard work and commitment. But what does this have to do with somebody's dad that doesn't know he's not your dad, Divine Spirit? Or am I missing something? Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Let me stretch my legs out here. Give me a little bit more information on why this dad. What's going on with that? Okay, so from what I'm getting with this is somebody's dad energy. Somebody played somebody's dad. Yeah. Like a Jezebel spirit. Let's see. Somebody played somebody's dad. And it's like the father still don't know. Give me 3 and 4. The tower is here. Yeah, the tower is here. The tower is here. That's saying that there's a breaking down of old structures. Whatever's going on, sudden change is here. Upheaval, strength is next. And that's the 4 that we're going to go with. Strength is next. Upheaval, revelation, unexpected disruption, chaos that is preceding the transformation. And then strength is going to end it. So whatever's going on, I'm going to pull on someone for this dad that does not know he's not your dad. Because strength is here. And it's whatever's going on. You have the inner fortitude and resilience. You have a deep connection with one's belief, values, and sense of purpose. You're pursuing your spiritual growth. You're facing life challenges with grace, enduring pain without losing help or hope. I'm going to pull on poetry for Neanderthal. Let me just get a couple for this dad that does not know he's not your dad. Let me see if I can get a couple keywords out. What's going on, Divine Spirit? Does he know now? Something about a banana split, a banana in a garage band, right? You could have had a band that you played inside of your garage, your dad. Something about a banana split here, split. Let's get a couple more. What's going on, Divine Spirit? What's this? Okay, we got something about a thumb war. Okay, so maybe you and your dad, y'all played thumb war, okay, and belly dancing. Y'all could have went on a vacation and there was a belly dancer there. Instant coffee or coffee. Your dad likes coffee or instant coffee, or you do. Okay, something about a shoe or shoelace. Your dad could have taught you how to tie your shoes. You know what I'm saying? There's a rundown happening. There's a rundown happening. And Divine Spirit is saying, hey, batter. Oh, my God. Whatever's going on, your dad, y'all all about to find out this information. Have the strength, or you just found it out. Have the strength. The tower is here. Okay, you're going to be fine because Divine Spirit is here. Okay, and this is like instant. They're here, okay? Yeah. It's a rundown. I told you, it's a rundown. And Divine Spirit said, hey, batter. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now we're going to move on to this grandma energy. This grandma energy is a pillar of guidance, right? This could be your grandmama, right? She could be sitting right next to you. I pull on energy. This is a grandma energy, okay? A pillar of guidance, foster resilience, wisdom, authentic love, ancestral connection, safety, and healing. What else to say? Loyal, connected to the roots, a bridge to the divine, and is always there for you. Okay, grandma energy, always there for you. Let's see what's going on with the grandma energy. 9 times out of 10, this grandma energy is giving you messages. This grandma energy is telling you what's going on. Okay, with the dad energy, both dad energies, it could have been messages coming for you or about the dad energy. But this grandma energy is coming out with messages, with wisdom here. You dig what I'm saying? And this is flat out. Somebody's ex-wife is a suspect. Okay, that's flat out. But we're going to see what's going on here. Grandma energy. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. I say. So, I figured out what's going on with me up in my sacral area. They said I got something called pelvic organ prolapse. So basically, I had a lot of pregnancies and a lot of babies, and my what's it called? Reproductive organs are kind of stacking on top of one another. So when I sit in positions like this, it makes it worse. So if you see me like, and I kept wondering what the fuck is going on. Usually I could sit in this position for quite some time. But yeah, I gotta get me a table and a chair. I gotta grow up and get a table and a chair shit and stop sitting on the floor so much. And I gotta tap into those pelvic floor exercises and things like that. But grandma energy, thank you, grandma energy. And I say that to say, take care of yourselves, beloved. Take care of yourselves. Grandma energy, bring that ass here. Come here, baby. What's going on? Bring that ass here. I say, what's going on with the grandma energy? Remember, the grandma energy is connecting you to the roots. Speaking of roots, I have watched this movie called Goat on Netflix there, and that's the symbolism in that movie. God damn! If I'm one of them people that do like the reaction, I'm get my shit together so I can react and just put my knowledge out there. But from the very beginning of that movie, the symbolism, god damn! Look, this I ain't with that one eye shit. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Because now we talking about symbolisms, and sometimes, you know, people, oh, she had her eye covered with her hair kept falling out. Bitch, I ain't with that shit. All right, so we got grandma energy here, right? Grandma energy is here, and first thing coming out is judgment. God damn, that's a special ass motherfucking card. You have made it to the end of tarot. Right? Judgment. Grandma energy is saying judgment is here. It's an awakening to your true purpose. Right? You're at rebirth energy here. Inner calling, absolution, hearing a spiritual calling, finding redemption for past mistakes. Grandma energy is letting you know judgment is here. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay. So grandma energy, judgment is first. Thank you, grandma. Let's see what else is going on out here. You know, we're going to get 4. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, grandma. So we got the 5 of swords. Here come the 5. The 5 of swords is coming out reversed here. So grandma energy is saying you want a particular period of conflict to be over, but you have to have an open dialogue because there's sabotages here. There is a loosening of financial tension, so it's going to cause relief. You understand that winning is not everything. You're now capable of focusing your energy on positivity and structure, like getting back together with yourself. Grandma energy sent out that Knight of Swords, okay? Knight of Swords is saying that you're very assertive, and this energy is going to ensure that you're direct and patient. Be careful of that, okay? The Knight of Swords can be very impatient as well. You can be intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambition. You're going to be full of life you're going to be full of life and energy, but you're going to need proper balance and compassion with responsibility in order to take those decisive actions. Be cautious of being obsessed by a certain idea and that you strongly wish to manifest it, because you could possibly be blinded by the desire for its fulfillment. Okay, so be cautious of that. Notice the difficulties or the actions that's being in front of you and take charge, okay? Fourth and final message coming from this grandma energy. So I'm going to take the Ace of Cups there. It fell down. Ace of Cups is here. Grandma energy said, let loose. You're going to be able to let loose from your emotional baggage. You're going to start living your life to the fullest if you're not already doing so. Open yourself up to the possibilities of a new relationship, a new level, because you're turning over a new leaf after a long period of loneliness. And we're going to throw in some financial assistance. All right, grandma energy, thank you. Grandma came through. Thank you. With that assurance that a lot of us, we be needing that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it came from It's Your Family, the Oracle deck. We pulled on 4 family members from the Family Can You Trust Them deck. The 4 family members that came out is your dad. Somebody's dad doesn't know that he's your dad, okay? Somebody's grandma energy came out, and now somebody's ex-wife is a fucking suspect. All right, so now let's see what's going on with this ex-wife that's a suspect. Okay, y'all, let's see what's going on. Ex-wife is a suspect. Oh my goodness. Ashe. I keep thinking about Ashe. I keep thinking about them little videos when they say, you know, when people was running side by side each other, and you would start talking about the person. Suspect has on. For me, suspect don't got on no bra and her titties hanging low. Shit like that, okay? Ex-wife is a suspect. Let's see. 3 of Wands came out first. Foresight. It was about overseas opportunities. They wanted to explore new territories. Initial success of ventures. Ooh. 3 of Wands came out first, and it's the third party involvement here with this ex-wife that is a suspect. It's giving me they got motherfucking accounts overseas. They were looking ahead to the future, and it was the initial success of their ventures. 6 of Wands is coming out. Ex-wife is a suspect. That ex-wife is now going to get that victory. They wanted public recognition. Well, they're going to get it because they asked for to be on the news here. They're going to get that public recognition for their efforts for sure. Feelings of pride in their accomplishments. They're going to rise above challenges. That's what they think. Or you are. Ex-wife that is a suspect. You're going to be able to celebrate. All this is going to be brought to you. All this information is going to be brought to you. Right? You're going to be able to recognize it. You got to be strong though. All right. And then even you, whoever you are, you got to look ahead to the future. You can't go back to that ex-wife, whatever it is. Them, they, him, her, she, he, whatever it is. The ex-wife is a suspect. You already knew it though. Whoever you are, you already knew it. What? They knew it. It's time for you to rise above your challenges if you want that victory. 6 of Wands is coming out here to assist you with that, whoever you are. King of Cups is coming out here. Oh, this bitch was a goddamn Jezebel. Oh, yeah. This ex-wife that is a suspect. Oh, my God. It just hit me. This ex-wife that is a suspect was working with third-party involvements. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th party involvements. Okay, this motherfucker right here, Jezebel spirit. Jezebel spirit. You understand what I'm saying? While you, whoever you are, the husband, or if it's a same-sex marriage, whatever going on, whatever the wife is, this shit is confusing because y'all fucking kill me with that whole gender shit and all that shit. Them, they, him, her, motherfucker. If your wife is a suspect, okay, she was leeching off you, whoever you are, okay. That motherfucker saw that you have foresight. You're able to expand your abundance here, okay? And you're able to create these overseas opportunities, which you've already done. You're able to look ahead. Your wife is blind. She was siphoning your energy here, okay? She's seeing that you're getting this victory, right? She's seeing that you're getting this achievement, this recognition, the 6 of Wands that's coming out here, right? You're able to rise above the challenges here. She's saying that you're a King of Cups. You're at this emotional mastery, wisdom, compassion, diplomacy. You're embodying stability in emotional matters. This is not gender. This is just energy here, okay? Let's see what else is going on. Give me 4 for this wife. Where are you at, Tarot? Oh, right. Ex-wife is a suspect. And I'm going to keep pulling on the Oracle deck. I'm at 49:24. I'm going to stop at an hour on the dot. Give me 1 more for this wife. Damn, this wife ain't shit. This bitch, say it to my face, bitch. Knocking shit out my motherfucking hand like this. Eight of Pentacles is coming. Bitch, come in the physical, bitch, so we can rap. What was that about? Eight of Pentacles is coming. Eight of Pentacles is coming out. This wife energy is very mad. Oh, this wife energy is think that they can control the goddamn numbers on here. Oh, this wife energy is connected to y'all. This wife energy is coming in and out of these goddamn reads. And you know how they ganged up to where they can control views and shit. Like, y'all gotta understand, I don't give a fuck about views or none of that shit. I'm here connecting. This is a channel I've created to connect with the physical, mental, emotional, energetic, ethers, nigga, mysterious, mystical, unknown, cosmic beings. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all and y'all emotional bags in the physicality. Okay, I really don't. I used to. I used to care so much. I really did. Now I don't give a fuck. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is coming out. This ex-wife that's a suspect sees that, okay, you got your King of Cups out here. You got your Six of Wands out here. You got your Three of what? Wands. Fire signs out here. Could be a fire sign. You also got earth. You got water. But in the end, you're going to be able to hone your skills. You're going to be able to get away from this ex-wife. You better. Whoever you are, you better get the fuck away from that wife or don't. Go down with the bitch. But you're going to be able to pay attention to detail. You're going to be dedicated. You're going to make something with careful thought. It's like mastery, okay? You're going to be committed to the quality of your work. But you got to leave that wife behind. You got to let that bitch go down. She locked up. They won't let her out. They won't let her out. No, they won't let her out. No, the fuck they ain't. Now we're going back to the Oracle deck real quick before we tap out of here. Damn, yeah, because I was going to do 13 portals of the Oracle deck, but then when the It's Your Family came out, I went straight to the Family Can You Trust Them deck. All right, let me see something. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Back with the Oracle deck. I say, let's see what's going on with the Oracle deck. Grab your notebook and your pens. Y'all don't know one. Oh, this is the Family Can You Trust Them deck. Look at that. But somebody, mom, knew you were getting molested and did nothing. Look at that shit. Somebody, mom, knew you. I was trying to pull on the Oracle deck. But oh well, here we go. We got a mom energy that come out here. You got a mom energy that came out right after that message. Your mom knew you were getting molested and did nothing. Now you got another mom energy that's coming out battling that dusty ass Jezebel ass mother. You got a good mom energy coming out, fucking that mom energy up. Very nurturing, right? Healing, balance, wholeness, trust. This mom energy is off with their fucking heads. It says it. Off with their heads, okay? Yeah, because this stank ass bitch knew you was getting touched on. This fucking raggedy ass bitch. She knew it. She knew you was getting molested and did nothing. Weak ass, funky ass bitch. Now you got a mom energy coming out here. You got a mom energy coming out here. Going to strangle that bitch. Off with her head. Okay? Somebody's sister is extremely untrustworthy and a liar. Okay? You got somebody's dad that regrets betraying you and they want mercy. And you got a stepfather energy that came out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 family members. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all. So we're at 53:27 on that timer. I'm going to come back on a little bit later, but you already know how we go. Before we pray and cut the cords and burn these motherfuckers, let me read them comments. And y'all already know we got to pray. Y'all already know we got to pray. I'm going to keep these family members that we just took out. So somebody's stepfather is going to be on the next read. Somebody's dad that regrets betraying you and wants mercy, that's the next read, okay? Somebody's mother. This bitch. Whoo! I can't wait to get her ass. Somebody's mother knew that you was getting molested and did nothing. We got another mom energy out here, okay? And then we got somebody's sister that is extremely untrustworthy and a liar. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Now, I need 4 more, Divine and Spirit, because these are going, they are going away. Ex-wife is a suspect. She's done. Grandma energy. Thank you, grandma energy. This dad that does not know he not your dad, and you got another dad that came out. They're going to be put back up, right? Now let me get 4 more family members out because we're going to start with a fresh 9. And remember, this is all coming from the It's Your Family, so I got to pull on the It's Your Family. Family, can you trust them deck? Because I read, yeah, remember, Divine and Spirit said, "A about it. Don't worry, they coming for their ass." Let me see, we got 5 here. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get my family members set up here. So after I smoke my weed, I can come back and we can do this read here. All right, so we got 5. We need 4 more, Divine and Spirit, 4 more. We only going to do 9 family members today. Come here. Get your ass over here. Nigga try to hide. Come here. Somebody's uncle. Somebody's uncle molested you. Now they molesting your child. Somebody's uncle that molested you. Now they molested your children. Now they molesting your kids too. Hopefully you don't know, and now you're going to find out. Your wife is serving the devil, not God. Somebody's wife is out here serving the devil, not God. We're going to get messages from a distant family that's overseas, or about a distant family that's overseas. And then we have the 9th portal coming from the divine distant family. Okay, a divine distant family here. They're separated for a divine mission. You have some that are dark and some that are light. They support your personal growth. Now, when this divine distant family come out, this the mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings I be talking about. Ashe to y'all. Ashe. 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 This is who I be talking about. The divine distant family. Some are dark, some are light. They can see, sense, hear, and smell and taste the bullshit from centuries away. They do not interfere unless they truly have to. They're always going to support their personal growth. They're here. They're separated for a divine message, for a divine mission. I keep wanting to say message. It's going to be a divine message out here. But yeah, family, can you trust them? That came on out. I thought I was pulling on. Somebody's wife is doing spell work on them. Run. God damn. This 10. Somebody grandpop on your mom's side. This 11. Number 12 is somebody got immediate family members out there that are warriors. And number 13, we'll do 13 family members. I started with 9, but that fucked me up. Give me one more, Divine and Spirit. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop at 13. I'm gonna stop at 13. All right, 13th and final message is going to come from a distant aunt. All right, 13th and final message will come from that distant aunt. I'm going to leave my family members up here. Yes, I am. I'm going to turn them over, though, because we're getting ready to read. We're getting ready to pray, okay? So I love y'all. Hold on. Let's go ahead and flip them over because we don't want the portals open here, okay? We're going to go. And remember, this all from It's Your Family, okay? The Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and flip this on over. Because we don't need their energies open until we're ready to read them. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. All right, we got all of them flipped on over. Now let us read the comments and then let us pray. Judy in 904 says, "Hi, what up, beloved? How you? I hope you're still here, Judy." Delphine Firing Stony -UTW, if you still here. What up, beloved? She says, "Love you, Grandma Cocom." Grandma Cocom. We got Delphine that says they love you. Kai Lara Monstar says the following. Oh, like the planet Kai. Yes, Kai. Okay, Lara Monstar says, "What up, gang? To me, and did, but I win." What's up? What's up, Kai? How you doing? Delphine. Oh, I just pulled out that Wendy Williams. How you doing? What up, Wendy? How you doing? Delphine says, "Yeah, I know," and says, "Hi." Kai says, "Thank you for being real." Delphine says, "No, I don't trust them at all. My mama is dead, so fuck that fake mom." All right, thanks. Laugh out loud. Okay. And then, yep. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all that comment. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, you're new to the frequency. I'll be reading all the comments at the end. And the reason why I read it is so that divine and spirit and these energies around me can absolutely hear your words. Like, for example, Delphine said, "Love you, Grandma Kokom." If I'm saying that right, Kokom. You know what I'm saying? It's certain messages that these energies would love to hear, especially coming from a bridge where it could absolutely be delivered to them. All right, so let's get into it. Let's pray. Did I tell y'all I love y'all? Okay, let's pray. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are all connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut and they are already ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Divine collective. I know that I am sovereign. But check this out. Divine collective. I know that you, yes, you, beloved, you are sovereign. Divine collective. Listen to this part. The thing that they are most afraid of, that together, divine collective, together, we are sovereign. Now, I can promise you that it is done because we've already won. I said, I promise that it is done because we've already won, divine collective. I love you. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. So make sure you say your prayer, right? Make sure you say your prayer, right? Nothing more powerful than the prayer of your own words that you wrote down and you say yourself. I don't give a damn what priest, imam, pastor, fuck they words. Your words is way more powerful than theirs. You understand what I'm saying? So say your prayer. And if you ain't got no prayer, fuck that. You got homework. You got homework. Write your prayer down, right? I love you. Write it down. I love you. Write it down. I love you. Write it down. But make sure you say a prayer. If it's mine, if it's yours, I don't give a damn. But make sure you say it in repetitions of 3, 6, or 9, beloved. Do that. You got to say it 3, 6, or 9 in order to make your manifestation, your dreams, or your vision come alive. I promise you it worked. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, you lying, because I done said it I don't know how many times during this read. I love you. I love you. I love you. Man, I fucking love you. All right? I love you. All right. Oh, shit. A song. What's coming from the music deck today? Let's see. Music deck. I got Hurricane. And that's coming from Bridget Mindler. And what I wrote down here is, think the clouds are clogging up my brain. So if you're thinking that the clouds are clogging up your brain, just remember that you are the sun. You're the sun that is decimating these clouds on out the way. Okay, beloved? I love you. Fuck. I promised myself I'd say one of y'all prayers. This is coming from Psalm 55:22. Oh my God, hold on. All right, so this is one of the today's prayers cards. I'm not religious, but I study all the religions. It's a deeper meaning to all of them, right? This is coming from Psalm 55:22. If you want to look up the verse yourself, Psalm chapter 55, verse 22. Cast your cares on the divine, and the divine will sustain you. The divine will never let the righteous fall. Now, I changed the word Lord to divine. Look up what the word Lord means, right? Look up the regular meaning, look up the spiritual meaning, look up the metaphysical meaning, and then you'll understand why I changed it to divine. You are the divine power. I love you. Okay, y'all? I love y'all. Family, can you trust them? Deck is coming up next. I love y'all. Peace.